probably tell. I wanted to do a little get ready with, oh my gosh, sorry, breath. Get ready with me and show you what most people that you see on Instagram or online that look perfect and you think that they're like the most gorgeous thing and you're constantly comparing yourself to them. I know, I've been there.
Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Judy Ho, and today I want to talk to you about a very interesting diagnosis called Munchausen's and also Munchausen's by proxy. Now in the DSM-5, they're named something else, but everybody has heard of Munchausen's, yet you probably don't know somebody with Munchausen's or Munchausen by proxy personally, because these are very rare illnesses, yet when they happen, they wreak havoc on so many individuals and not only themselves, but also everybody around them who takes care of them.
For those of you that don't know, I was diagnosed with multiple autoimmune diseases, Addison's disease, Hashimoto's, like why I'm out of breath all the time, why I'm constantly in pain. I need to do a major detox for my health because my health has just been declining. My body is just attacking itself on the inside.
Is a type of diagnosis or disorder where the person is presenting themselves to other people as very ill or injured, and sometimes they might even falsify medical records or even impose that injury upon themselves to pass themselves off as a sick person.
Basically destroying my organs.
And it's using or whatever. They ended up doing like an EKG on me, which they had to do a bunch of times, I think, because I was cold, and so it was like making the test like weird. At least that's what I hope it was. And then they wanted
most people probably realize, and so I really need to take it seriously.
Behind this is that there isn't really an external reward that's very evident. The main reward is that they want and seek the attention, but it's not so much that they want the money associated with it. You don't really see them very often in the legal system. They're not trying to get money for their illness.
Good. Do you have thyroid antibodies? Is that what you're talking about when you wrote antibodies?
Yeah, so did you actually I actually sent my labs over with the paperwork. Did you happen to get that?
Will doctors shop or doctors skip? And this is because over time, some doctors start to figure out something's not quite right. They come in with these illnesses, they don't quite make sense.
I had gotten new doctors here in Tennessee when we moved here.
And once that happens, the person will move on to another doctor because obviously they don't want to be figured out. They want to be able to still present themselves with this sick identity and be able to get the attention and the nurturance from other people. I once worked with a patient who had seen over 250 doctors in the course of a year and a half, and all over the country too. She flew herself all over the country to seek these doctors. Her medical records within a year and a half filled up 6 banker boxes.
And you don't feel validated and they just are completely gaslighting you. Medical gaslighting is like a real problem.
A lot of times people with Munchausen's too delight in being able to be on the same levels as their doctors. Oftentimes they might even be paramedical professionals. So for example, people who have some level of medical knowledge, maybe because they're a medical educator or maybe they're studying to be a nurse. We do find that they use that information so that they can look like the illness that they're trying to present.
I even went to EMT school and got my license and I got a job and I got fired. One of the reasons was because they found out that I had done porn.
Oftentimes people with Munchausen's or Munchausen's by proxy will be extremely active in social media. And it's all around this identity of their illness or their child's illness or whoever they're taking care of. So it'll look like they're very, very active in trying to give other people advice on certain types of medical conditions.
Ask for in order to do this, because if anything, they're most doctors will just test your thyroid and be like, oh, you're fine. They're not testing for the antibodies, and that's what you need to ask for specifically. I literally went to a doctor, an endocrinologist once, and they were like, I came into their office, no joke, this is how bad it is. I went into their office and was telling them my stuff. The guy was such a jerk. He was like, I can tell, he's like, you don't need those tests. I can tell just by looking at you, you're fine. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I know you did not just say that out loud. You could tell by looking at me that I'm fine. He was literally saying, like, if there was something wrong with me, he'd be able to see it by looking at me. Oh, a lot of like very serious illnesses. That's like having somebody that has cancer come in and tell them they don't have cancer because they look fine on the outside.
Or how they're doing. Oftentimes I've seen individuals post pictures of themselves or the person that they're caring of at the hospital, getting IVs, getting treatments, and yet something's off about those pictures. Getting IVs, getting treatments, and yet something's off about those pictures. They seem happy almost in some of these pictures, and there's just a lot.
The nerve of some of these doctors are just like out of control. And